This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. It's the Seminoles and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they can put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Second and long here. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Out wide right, it's Brooks.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A low line drive and short kick. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch, it's Bernard. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Owls want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Look out! Right side, it's Henry. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Bernard. Just smothered on the play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Back open in the middle. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. Offside. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out.
Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying the run, it's Brooks. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Fighting off the defender.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Caught behind the line. It's Henry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets his feet. It's Coleman. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Made a defender miss. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. 2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. They're all over him. Unleashes one. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Holds on, it's Banks. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own, now ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a...
Brings it down on the right side. Inside. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts
wide open spaces. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like you can't...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. On target over the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Bernard. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Michigan State setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And you know what they say in college football, you got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Boca. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these two passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Brooks. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Touchdown Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, it's Bernard. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Selling the fake. In the backfield, it's Bernard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He sent the heat, but he gets it away cleanly. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Looking left. The short hands. It's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On target. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quick give. It's Brooks. He's past the sticks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Motion from the wideout. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Finds a crease, it's Brooks. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. Turning it on. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying the left side. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Coleman. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown Seminoles! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Bernard. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Short pass. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Coleman. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. 1st down here for the offense. Got his man. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got his man. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll need a bunch on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They're going to run it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The sure hands, it's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Going for it all. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.